Hey guys, today I'm sharing about sensory bins. I am sharing why they're great for kids and different ways to fill them. So if you want to see this, stick around. Welcome back. If you're new here, hello, my name is Sarah and I'm so happy to have you here. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 and I like to do videos on homeschool, motherhood, organization, and DIY. So if you like that kind of content, consider subscribing below. But don't forget to hit the bell button so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. First, I'm just going to share with you why sensory play is important. And the first way is because it's tactile play. So they are using all of their senses while they are doing a sensory bin, hence the name sensory bin. So they are using touch, smell, probably not taste, let's hope not taste. They're seeing it, they're touching it, they're feeling it, they're smelling it. They're using a lot of senses in their play. The next one is they are building life skills. Usually you put some sort of rice or beans or whatever you want in there, and they are learning how to scoop, pour, dump, and along with life skills, they are learning pre-math skills. I like to throw measuring cups in there and a couple other scoopers, but like measuring cups is early math. So if I throw a fourth cup in there with a 1 cup, they will learn that like the fourth cup isn't going to fill it as fast as the cup will. One of my favorites is independent play. I could give my child a sensory bin and they will sit there for like 20 to 25 minutes having a blast with the sensory bin, and they're being independent and they don't need help doing it because it's just really independent play. They're making it up. Sensory bins will also kind of teach them self-control in the area of there are rules of playing in the sensory bin. Like if you're gonna play in this bin, you cannot stick any of this stuff in your mouth. And it has to stay in the bin. So they have to control themselves to not put it in their mouth, especially if they're like my 2-year-old. Or like, you know, depending on what age they are, if they're still sticking things in the mouth. But obviously if they are, you want to be watching them. But also like dumping it on the floor. I recently just bought a sensory table from Ikea. I will link it below. This is amazing. And before I started using this, I actually just I'll show you after, I bought little bins to stick them each in, and they each can sit at the table and play. But now I got this sensory table and the bins are a little bigger, and one of the bins that I filled had oatmeal in it, and I don't know what it is about the really like fine messy stuff. My youngest wants to like dump it on the floor, but if he doesn't have self-control in this area, then he gets taken away and he cannot play that for the rest of the day. So after a while of him understanding, oh hey, if I dump this on the floor, I'm not going to play, he's eventually going to learn self-control to control himself to keep it in the bin rather than just dumping it on the floor. So another reason why sensory play is great is because it helps with fine motor skills. So they're picking up items, and it's good hand-eye coordination because they are watching where they're pouring it. Those are just a few reasons of why sensory play is beneficial and helpful and great. It's a great thing. Now I'm gonna go into showing you different sensory bins. Okay, so you can use bags, bins, bottles, whatever you want. You can even do sensory bottles with babies. I've never done a sensory bottle before, but I might do this with my baby because I think she might like this. And like I said, you can do bags. I've done sensory bags with my 4-year-old when he was little. I think I did different paint inside of it, and he played with the paint and mixed the colors and stuff. So I did that with him, and I think I also did one where I filled it with water and oil and then food coloring. Right now I'm going to share with you how I personally organize mine, and then I will show you a bunch of the different ones. I was buying these little shoe boxes from either the Dollar Tree or Walmart, which I would highly suggest Walmart because they are less and I feel like they're a better quality. But after I started building up my sensory fillers, I decided this is not realistic because this is going to take up a lot of space. So I do have 4 of these bins, and like I said, before I did the sensory table, I just stuck them all in the bins, and they each had their own bin and they got to play quietly. Well, not quietly, but they got to play nicely at the table, and that's what they did. And then the same thing, if they got it anywhere, they would get theirs taken away, and I would put it away, and they wouldn't be able to play with it anymore. But now that I have kind of accumulated different things to add into the sensory bin, I now started putting them in bags. Some of them are in freezer bags because that's all I had, but some of them, you can just go to the dollar store and get some of these plastic bags. So I just store them in bags, and all of the bags inside a bin. Of course, except for the ones that are in these, which I'm probably just gonna transfer these out into bags and then just use these for something else. And then I also have this little table back here, and that is where they play right now. And so I always have 2 in there at a time because it fits 2 activities in there. And I'll show you that after. So now that you've seen how I store them, I'm going to share with you just the different types of ones I've done. So the first one is I colored these noodles. And to color these noodles, it's super duper easy. For every cup, you use a tablespoon of vinegar and then a couple drops of food coloring. So I colored these green, and then I have these little tiny flowers that I got at Michael's, and they are the Safari tube. I will link anything I can below so you can check it out. But I got these when they were I think it was buy one, get one free. So it was really like, instead of $14 for one, I paid like $7 each. So this one's just kind of like flowers, and that's kind of what I did for this. What I'm going to add to this one is when Dollar Tree starts doing their springtime stuff, I'm going to be adding some little terracotta pots in here, and I don't know, maybe a couple other gardening things, and then I might make some more green pasta to go along with it, because now, you know, this is just, I made this when we were just using these, so I'm probably gonna have to make some more green pasta so it'll fit in our other one. I also have this rocks one. I got these rocks at the Dollar Tree. I like to get a lot of my fillers at the Dollar Tree or Walmart. Like I got that pasta from Walmart. I think it was less than $1. And then I got these rocks. I got 2 different kinds. I got these big black ones and then these little pebble type ones. And then I just added trucks in them. These are just Tonka trucks. But I just grabbed what I had and threw it in here. And this is just like, my 2-year-old loves this because he loves trucks, and rocks. So rocks and trucks. I also add like scoopers in there as well. Another one I made was like kind of like a little Valentine's Day theme. And the Dollar Tree had these little tiny heart, I don't know what these are, jewel things or whatever. I think they're really, you throw them on the tables for like decorations at parties or whatever. But I was like, this will be such a good filler. So I think I got one of each color. I think one color comes with like 50 of them or something. And then I grabbed a little bag of their little unicorns, and this is what my daughter had. I also threw in some red, white, and pink pipe cleaners, and then I kind of twirled them around my finger and made them kind of like a spring shape. Another thing I did was, I don't know what happened to the rest of these, who knows, but I would, if I do this again, I'll add a couple more. But this is kind of like a hot cocoa bar. These ones are just pinto beans, and I have a little scooper in here. I think this little scooper is from Ikea. And then some little teacups. So you just scoop it in there, and then they can like add a little marshmallow or whipped cream, whatever they want to think it is. But this one's kind of like a hot cocoa bar. So the next one I'm going to show you, I just made this rice a couple days ago, and it is this kind of rainbowy kind of rice, but it's fall colors. So I just did orange, red, even though the red looks kind of pink, and yellow. And my kids loved the rice. They loved it. And I just threw some pine cones in there from our tree, and they did kind of break apart, so I don't know, but who cares? It's more fun to it. I also added little felt and cloth leaves to this, along with, what else did I add? I don't know, I'll show you in the, I have it all, everything that I added into this one, I have in one of my other ones over here. I just switched out the material because this rice, the one thing about rice is it's kind of a mess. I also kind of like to switch them out every couple of days so they're not getting bored with it and they can experience and play with something new. Another one I have is this one. Now this is popcorn kernels, and I just put some little animals in here so they can like, this was like the farm theme kind of. And then this is one I kind of made for my 2-year-old when we first started doing sensory play. There was more black beans than this, but they probably dropped them on the floor and they got thrown away. There was just black beans in here, and then I put these. I have these little, I don't know what these are called, but I found these at Walmart. I think they were like $2 for like a whole pack of them, but I thought he would love this. And I also put little dinosaurs in them as well. So those are all the ones I have right now. And then I'm gonna show you the 2 other ones I have in our sensory table. Okay guys, so this is the sensory table, and in this one, my kids love this one so much. This is like a little apple pie theme. I have some red and green pom-poms in here. I also found these little apples. It came in a pack of 6 at Target for $3. And then this little tin. And then here, like I said, here's the measuring cups. They can scoop it in here and play. So it's like making an apple pie. And then in this side, I have some pasta. I have different colored pastas. I have like fall theme because it's fall. Then I have these little felt leaves. I got these from the Dollar Tree. It came with a whole bunch of them. I also have these little fabric leaves that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and it came with a ton of them. I have a couple pumpkins in here that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then some scoopers. So I have a measuring cup and this. So I got all of this stuff minus the pasta from the Dollar Tree. So it doesn't have to be expensive. You can fill it with beans, rice, pasta, rocks, gems, whatever. Just different types of materials. Alright guys, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you already do sensory play, what is your favorite? Do you like the bins? Do you like bags? Do you like bottles? If you've tried the bottles, please let me know if your child liked it or not, because I'm thinking about trying it. Also, let me know a couple of things that you put in your sensory bins. I would love to know. And if you like videos like this, consider subscribing below, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. All right, guys, have a blessed day. And I just threw some acorns in there, not acorns. I have these little